There is no other God.
Ooh, that doesn't work. Let me see, hold on. Let me try something else. Where's the... Maybe I have to do this. Let's see. Launch desktop. Maybe that'll help. Okay. That helped. Okay, 1 second. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, how are you doing?
Okay, I guess. Slow.
Yeah, feeling better than yesterday?
Maybe a little.
Lots of liquids. Always good. And no sugar.
No sugar?
Yeah, less sugar.
Less
Well,
sugar?
natural sugar, like from that good stuff, right?
Bionade?
That's a sugar we can trust.
Wait, hold it up again. Somebody will get a picture. That's us drinking the same flavor of Bionade. All over
Ooh.
Germany. We're all drinking that stuff.
Keeps us healthy. So,
You think?
checks. Well, when you look at the calories, it's like a spritz, like when you take apple juice and sparkling water, stuff like that.
A spritz? Spritzen Sie spritzen?
Spritzen Sie spritzen. Well, here it's called a Schorle. Everything what you mix up with sparkling water, it's called Schorle. So, and Weinschorle is red wine or white wine.
Okay.
And you put in half-half, so it's less buzz and more flavor.
And lots of Geschmack.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And also, have you tried out that Fritz Cola, which they advertise everywhere in all those hip bars?
Yeah.
It's a nice one, too.
And there's also Hans and Franz.
Yeah, Hans and Franz, with typical German names.
Hansel and Gretel.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
My cousin's name is Gretchen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's such an odd name. You hardly hear it here. It's just a nickname.
Yeah.
But also from the author David Sedaris, I think also one of his sisters called Gretchen, and was the first time I read that an American had that name. So, but Americans can name their kids like everything.
Well, they're Germans too.
Really? But here, well, Gretel, it's like a nick for Gertrude and all those
Gertrude.
sort of old-fashioned names.
Yeah, it's an old-fashioned name. Gretchen.
Yeah.
You can look
but
in
Gretchen definitely killer. I like that.
Yeah, you can look in a German phone book and find some Gretchens.
Mm.
So what's new in Bavaria?
Well, it's really, really sunny here. Amazing, like the last 2 days. It's just nice, and probably everywhere here, people are flooding the beer gardens again and the lakes.
Flooding them what, with pee-pee?
Yeah, probably. It's too cold to swim now, but it's just nice. And when you hear that it started to snow in New York, that's pretty funny. So here it's still, well, it's always a good omen, because yesterday I got my winter tires on my car, and it's always, when you go out and you have an umbrella, it doesn't rain, right?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about umbrellas.
No.
See, if I'm outside, I'm probably on my bicycle, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. When you groove into that, when you're in the groove for rain, like when I'm in Canada, it rains a lot.
Yeah.
So you just have to kick yourself in your butt and say, okay, I go out. I know I'm gonna be dry soon again. It's not the world ending when I get wet, and then you just do it. Imagine people who have dogs or other animals and have to go out every weather.
I'm suspicious of people with dogs in the city.
Yeah?
Kind of.
Why?
Like in New York.
Mm.
People with these massive dogs live in apartments on the Upper East Side. Those dogs live better than 3/4 of the world.
Yeah, probably.
They do.
But they have space. They've got nice parks to walk them out, to walk the dog.
Do you think rich Chinese people eat rich dogs They're like, fuck yeah, kidnapped some dogs on the Upper East Side of New York. And serve them
Really?
up. Probably, right?
Yeah, that could be.
You know, like steal somebody's rich poodles or something, and then eat those. It's like rich Chinese people eat really rich people's dogs. Bio dogs. Bio.
Send pictures of the poodle stew you made, and everybody like lying on the sofas and just like that French movie, Das große Fressen. I don't know how it's called, but where they eat people. That cult classic French movie. Just send pictures of killer recipes.
For people?
Or the poodle dumplings and all that.
Poodle schnitzel?
Poodle schnitzel. Oh, it was so tender, amazing. Where did you get that from?
Just down the street at Prodder. Something like that.
It's small. Woof delicatessen.
I went and saw Bob Dylan last night.
Yeah, how was it?
He sounds like Yoda from Star Wars.
Really?
Singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he play? At that huge venue?
At O2 World.
Oh. And Mark Knopfler, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
His band sounded a little bit better, actually.
Really?
Yeah. See, Bob Dylan's band sounds like it's just a bunch of wankers on Saturday Night Live TV just jamming out. Like he played It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. It sounded like just a bunch of wankers, like on a TV show playing it. And then he just popped like this. Baby Blue.
Yeah, he talks like that a little
He
bit.
doesn't even try and play his music. He just does it. And I kept thinking, wow. And he's small. He's like as tall as Prince or something.
Yeah, it's maybe like 5'5", something like that.
Yeah,
like Mark.
Bob Dylan and Napoleon and Prince could all have a 3-piece band when those guys die.
When was the first time you saw Bob Dylan live?
That was it.
That was your first and last time? Or
I'm
first
not
time?
a sycophant. Like, if I like something, I don't have to go out and buy everything.
No, me neither.
I mean, I spend a lot of time writing music and stuff.
Yeah, you're busy with your own.
I'm not like some high fidelity movie guy that's like all, oh, I made you this mixtape because I love you. Some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Get a life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Don't look back.
Don't look back. That's what Katie and I keep screaming at when they're doing the Tour de France. We're like, don't look back. The minute you guys look back, the other guy passes you. Just ignore it and fucking pedal fast. But they never. Whenever you see the one guy in front looking back, you know the other guy's gonna pass him. If you just wouldn't look back, you would just be like, just assume that you're being chased by like a swarm of bees and pedal your little butt off.
Yeah.
But they're just showing off to each other because you know when they hit the showers, it's fucking makeout time.
Did they play long? Probably, right?
What, Tour de France? What are you talking about?
No, just the show last night, Bob Dylan.
You want to hear the truth? I left after about 6 songs. He just gave me a headache.
You had good seats?
Really good seats, like 9th row in the center.
Oh, perfect. Because it really sucks in such a huge venue.
I was just far enough back if he decided to stage dive or something that I'd be okay.
Okay.
And all the 50-something German people were going wild.
Yeah.
And I was laughing.
I bet.
I was like
it's
the only
more
person
like
still
it's just a
sitting down.
watching people thing, too.
I was like, fuck, you people would scream for anything, obviously. I was happy that I went, though.
Yeah, I bet. I never really been to a huge concert. A really huge one. Just small ones.
Do you go to the Love Parade, though? And go raving with 6 million Germans?
I did it once, but just for fun. No, it was just to see it. And there was a deal from the German
DJs
band.
are so bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. But just I'm absolutely not into techno music. But just we said we were at the Munich Hauptbahnhof, and there was a huge advertisement. Okay, like €50 round trip Berlin Love Parade ticket, and you really were put in a really, really slow train going through all Eastern Germany,
Yeah.
all little train stations. And it took us it was a night train. It took us like 12 hours to get to Berlin Zoo station. And then we just stayed 5 hours in Berlin and drove home. So it was just really people watching. And what's it all about?
What's it all about?
Yeah, and it was basically it was just funny watching.
So they let.
I didn't drink anything on that trip. Nothing. It was freaking hot on that day, and
They're so tolerant in Germany. They let 10-year-old boys ride the train all night.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, I had older friends with me, so
Okay.
yeah, they took.
Chaperone.
My parents signed for me,
Oh,
so
good.
that's also why I can watch some bad movies sometimes when I'm in the movie mood. But I always have to take somebody, of course, of my adult friends.
Okay. All right. So what else is new?
What else is new? Not really much. I should go back a little bit to my studies because it's really tough to when you don't look at it, like when you leave it for 5 days and you look at it again. Wow, what's that? All those Greek letters, and so but at least when I can read one article really in concentration and when it's stuck in my head, then it's probably quite good. And little highlight next Friday, of course, Blue Angel Lounge at the Atomic Cafe. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
I think they're playing on Halloween here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think they're gonna play at 8mm.
Oh, cool.
Or something.
Yeah, they're also playing like one Switzerland show, I think.
Played in Leipzig last night.
And two days ago they played in Berlin, right?
Yeah, I didn't go.
It was funny. I've got that magazine like for Berlin. It's Bits or something like called like the TV program for 2 weeks and what's going on concert wise and exhibitions and all that. And they were described as psychedelic, shoegaze, and noise band.
Okay.
So that made me smile because they always put in parentheses what kind of music is shaking.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, they're not so noisy to me, but the psychedelic shoegaze made me smile.
Whatever.
Everybody puts their own category.
Yeah, yes indeed. Trying to think. My friend Knott went out to Schnitzel last night and they said it was shit.
Well,
Yeah?
to the bad place.
They went to some crap place.
No, we gotta go
Yeah.
to the beer garden, man. So I had good schnitzel in Austria.
Yeah, they like Schnitzel in Austria too. That's hence the
I mean,
name.
I don't care. It's
Vienna Schnitzel.
just make it
Yeah,
good without
and-
this fucking old.
When you eat a schnitzel in Vienna, it's like the whole plate is a schnitzel. And you get an extra plate it's thin like crazy.
Yeah.
And I think they put it in that deep fryer, right? And they
Yeah.
don't make it in a pan.
Yeah.
It's a little bit...
Because they cook a lot of it. It cooks really fast like that. In a deep fryer, it takes 18 seconds to cook your schnitzel when you drop it in.
18. That's fast food then?
Yeah. I like to make it. I need to make it again. When you make it in your house, your neighbors get mad because you're pounding on things. But then
Yes.
if you make it here at the studio, then there's no neighbors, so it's fine.
Yeah. Not that you're beating your partner or something like that.
Hi, Nani.
Police is in front of your door.
They can't arrest you for making schnitzel. They'll want
Yeah.
some. You'll just say, "Come in."
Come in and have one. It's really, really tasty.
Yeah, and they'll just be like, "Oops, we talked to him. He's okay. He was just making schnitzel."
But then the whole police in Berlin is just on the run the whole night. Damn it, another schnitzel, damn it. Yeah, just getting calls.
The police in Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very busy by night and when everybody's making schnitzel. So probably there's a correlation between how often people eat schnitzel and the time the people is around and making house visits. Probably.
We
You
could
can prove that.
we could find out.
Yeah, I can make that's my new topic.
I like making it.
No, it's fun. I made it maybe. Well, I don't eat
Bye, you guys.
schnitzel, but I can do it.
Okay.
And just what I saw in one recipe that, well, do you put a little bit cream in the egg in the panade?
Not so much cream.
Just a little, like maybe 50 milliliters or just a tiny bit, and then stir it up.
I know you can make it that way. But I
Tastes good.
so I like to make my own crumbs, and I like to put a little bit of seasoning in the crumbs.
Mm. Do you put that Chinese hot sauce in it too?
No, just some seasons stuff, some salts and pepper and herbs. I like to take Special K.
Oh yeah, those are good. Those are great for cooking.
You know, like those kind of cornflakes, and mush those up with breadcrumbs.
Yeah, when I'm in a roll, I can eat a whole package at once without anything.
I haven't made it this year. I haven't made it in last year. I think it's been a couple years since I've made Schnitzel. I need to do it again. But I always get weird cooking with a lot of oil because I don't want to throw that stuff some weird place. But now I'll make a new plan. Maybe if I make it for a lot of people, then what I'll do is I'll probably put it in a milk carton or something and throw it away. I shouldn't worry about here because they've got Medimere, you know, the Mediterranean store right by me, and they throw away fucking dead squid and everything in there next to my trash can. So I shouldn't even worry what I throw away in my trash cans because there's a fucking market throwing away rotten shit. That's why I have flies since they moved in.
Yeah. Do you also have such an invasion in Berlin with those Asian ladybugs?
Asian ladybugs.
Yes.
I thought you kind of look like an Asian ladybug. Oh no, you look like an Asian lady boy.
Barbecue lady boy. No, it's really crazy here. There, when it's even in the news. Austria must have a really big problem right now because it's some like 20 years ago they started to move more to Germany and to Europe, and basically they are chasing our species of the ladybugs away a little bit. And so, of course, they try. Well, they commit suicide here because they think when they fly in the house that they can make their winter sleep there. But of course, they don't find anything to eat unless there's some Schnitzel, maybe, or I don't know. You put a Schnitzel out, and then they just die. So, and it can happen that you have like 100 on your window. That's just a little bit trippy. Or you go out and you wear something red, then they just bomb you.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I even had some in Birmingham on the 4th floor of my hotel. So they were following me.
Yeah. They might think you're the queen of the ladybugs.
Yeah, probably. Like the king, please.
King. Sorry. Weird.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just funny that they fly such a long way. Must have good fuel.
All right. I can't think of anything else to say. I'm just sitting here.
Me too. Trying to think what to do a little bit. I should read a little bit for my thesis today. Make some art.
I got some little deer horns.
Yeah?
Yeah. For the dead TV, one of the walls.
Oh, cool.
There's 3, 4, 5.
Oh, nice.
7.
I like them.
The little ones up there.
Yeah. Yeah, great. I have somewhere just one horn I found at elementary school, just a few years back when we went on like a week. And then I found it first, and we were just fighting who gets those horns. But I said, well, I found it, and was running like really fast. Mine, it's mine. And then I really had to hide it in my backpack like crazy that nobody steals it. And I still have it, so that's cool. It must be somewhere. But a true Bavarian horn from a deer or whatever.
Funny.
Yeah, and I'm practicing actually a little bit with my old whistle
Okay.
because you can really I need bigger hands
Yeah.
because of course the bigger the area in the middle is, which is closed,
Yeah.
the deeper the tone gets.
Okay.
But it's funny just to jam a little bit with it because it really sounds like a flute. So.
Pretty good.
But I need two scales would be great to have the range of two scales.
I only look tired because when I was hanging the horn, see, one of those horns hit me in the face.
Mm.
Then when I was biking over, a bug flew in my eye. One of those little flies.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. They do that sometimes. The little gnats will fly right into your eye. And you're like,
Yeah. Thanks God for glasses. And with a big one now, really, like I was cleaning the bathroom like 2 days ago, and of course I always take lots of foam,
yeah.
and then a whole bunch came in my face.
Okay.
And without my glasses, my eyes would have been completely gone, probably.
All right.
Yeah. You need your Dr. Fjordsen glasses again.
I need to get some new glasses one of these days. Maybe.
You need glasses or do you wear contacts?
I don't need glasses.
Oh, and then you can buy any one you like. It's not like me who has to pay like 900 euros just for the stupid glasses.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you're blind like a mole or like a Fledermaus.
Fledermaus. The
But it's
Fledermaus
cool. I might
Funkenhaus.
get a new pair because I could get a really, really cool deal on
Fledermaus
glasses. Like get 70%.
That's where I'm
So
at right now.
Another one. Yeah, the Fledermaus Funkhaus.
Yep, that's where we're at right now.
Cool.
Yeah, I told Stuart, the guy that works for me, I told him that I want to call my German corporation that. I was like, is that okay by you? He's like, I guess. I was like,
In the other one, the studio you were recording before was just called Funkhaus, so they won't piss you on your leg because
they
you
can
take
anyways.
part of...
It's a fucking DDR.
Sure.
They don't even exist anymore. So what are they going to do? Sue me?
Hmm.
But I know they're it's still called that, the Funkhouse.
Yeah.
But whatever. Those guys don't know what they're doing anyways.
Hmm.
They charge a lot of money. There's no way you can have there's no way you can have a building that holds like thousands of people, like all these different rooms, and then I mean, how's it going to work out if like 20 people open a commercial studio in the same building?
Hmm.
It's like, do you really think there's that many people that want to pay like 500 euros a day to record?
Yeah.
No way in hell. Not in Germany.
No.
Everybody's like doing their fucking Bandcamp crap and putting it on SoundCloud and all that shit.
Yeah, the only studio is
you don't need a
GarageBand.
recording studio to be a dickhead anymore. You could just like do it on your laptop. Dickhead science. You could be a DJ.
Trademark.
You could pretend you're in a important band. Bug all your friends.
Yeah, just everybody plays their own part and then mix it up together. A free program called GarageBand.
We live in the future, man. It's really easy to be mediocre.
Yeah. But it's just sad for the studios. But
it makes no difference. Like having access to the internet versus like back in the old day having to mail tapes and have pen pals or whatever. See, it makes no difference. Because people ignored you back then and they ignored you now. So it doesn't matter.
No,
Maybe.
not really.
People need to get clever. Somehow.
Yeah, but the only thing...
Like three or four people or 5 people every single day pester me about listening to their shit. I wish they knew what it was like. It would be a great art project just to like, for 1 year, if I just start... I guess I can go backwards in the future, maybe.
Yeah.
But it'll be great. Like if I show people like one year of how many people contact me telling me to listen to their stuff, then they could see. They're like, holy shit, 3,500 people ask you to listen to their thing.
Yeah.
Or more than that. Then I'd be like, there's no fucking way, man.
Yeah. Besides, you just have two tits, right? You just have two ears. And you've got your own stuff.
Yeah. Whatever, you know. Anything that's good, I'm going to find out anyways, even if nobody tells me about it.
Yeah.
I find new stuff every day, but I never find it by saying, hey, listen to this.
So, it happens once in a blue moon but then it's really just a friend. It's not the band. Of course, I'm not in the position that the band jumps on me, but that a friend says, hey, check this out. And when those people are really friends, like-minded friends, then it's mostly a hit. And then, of course, I'm thankful. And also many things I find by myself as well. But just back in the days, all the blogs where you could download vinyl rips and all that. So it just expanded your horizon. So besides the records you find in record stores here.
I wish people realized that they would have a better chance if they could even had a decent name.
Yeah.
But with a bad band name,
well,
also
I
on
think
top of it, I'm going to be less interested in listening to it. So they need to stop worried about making these 10 bad songs with a bad name.
Yes, and
Make
also
one
like
good
when
song
they
and have
pick
a
band
good name.
names from the song names from their favorite bands. That's something. Come on, like the Anemones or whatever. It's just not really. Then of course, you know it immediately, even if they don't sound like the Brian Johnson Massacre.
They should call their band name, like, instead of the Ramones, the Hormones.
Yeah.
Like, have the Ramones, but put an H-O in front of it.
Yeah. That would be funny.
The Ramones or something. The Hormones.
The Hormones.
Like hookers. Yeah. Going, oh.
Or some scientific names.
I always laugh when people try and say anything about the Ramones.
Yeah.
What a bunch of boneheads that group was.
I was never a huge. Well, I like a few songs, but I'm not very familiar with the whole discography. So
I don't think very highly of people that hang Beatles memorabilia on their walls. Anytime anybody mentions like Imagine or anything to do with John Lennon, all I like to do is think about that guy giving Brian Epstein a blowjob. Automatically.
Yeah.
They should have a statue of him.
Maybe.
A statue in Liverpool of him sucking off his manager. A big bronze statue. John Lennon on his knees.
And a fountain.
And a fountain spraying all over his face.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Call it Double Fantasy, just in case Yoko gets pissed.
Literally.
Double Fantasy would be a good name for the statue.
Mm-hmm. Just find
I
somebody.
might do that. Just to piss them off.
Even if it's a styrofoam.
That would be funny.
It'd be so funny.
Get some spice in it and see the reaction.
I'd probably make the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, at least.
See, I gotta get some money. I gotta see if I could get like... What's that dickhead from the UK that spends a lot of money but has no real talent?
I don't know.
The one that's like super famous, but when he tried to paint, everybody laughed in his face. But when he's working with diamonds and platinum, everybody's like, "Oh, wow, give this guy." You know who I'm talking about?
I think so. Just the name doesn't.
He cuts the sharks in half.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Anybody in the chat room? Dorothy?
No, it isn't Pete Doherty. Damien
Oh.
Hirst.
Yeah.
Get
Hirst.
get him. Get him. Get some of these. Get the Sultan of Oman to kick down some gold.
Yeah.
Cast a giant statue. John Lennon on his knees.
Mm-hmm. It's good for the economy too.
You know, when
Go invest in gold.
when Yoko made that peace lamp in Iceland, me and my friends were drunk and we were going to steal a rowboat and go out there and smash the thing before she could inaugurate it in the middle of the night. We were going to destroy that. I already told you guys that funny story about Sean Lennon, though, when he was there, when I was there.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, that some guy set up a party for him at a bar, a private party, and had like 50 hookers there, like call girls, Icelandic call girls and shit.
Yeah.
And all he did was complain to him how hard it is for him to have a relationship. And they were like, what an idiot this guy is.
Very, very
And
sad.
he was fat. He looked like he really enjoyed Schnitzel too much.
Yeah. The deep fried version, probably.
Whatever. I can't think of any kids. We had this conversation too. Kids of stars that are worth a damn.
No, they've got a pretty shitty heritage, I think.
It's the same problem with monarchy, I guess. Even if you have a good king or queen,
Yeah.
your kid's going to be a shithead.
Yeah, pretty well. Well, let's see. Maybe the kids from Hakon and Mette-Marit from Norway, they're gonna grow up a little bit cooler. Who knows?
I don't know.
But there's so much responsibility, and they've got like they have a cap on their head.
I have a T-shirt
They
that
can do anything.
I have a T-shirt that says the only good beetle is a dead beetle.
True. Have you seen that? Well, have you seen that documentary about George Harrison?
I have it, but I haven't watched it.
I have it too. So, but
I like George too, but you know he's kind of a dumbass because, like, check this out: you can't join the Hindu religion. You can only be a devotee, I guess.
yeah.
So then they're just like, "Thanks for the money, sucker."
Mm.
The Hare Krishnas are a cult, a full-on fucking cult in America. They got busted for everything, more than once.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was a good guy too, though. I love him, and I love that story right before, a couple years before he died, where his wife, you know, when he got stabbed, his wife was like beating that guy with that pan. What a great chick. His other wife was just fucking Eric Clapton. You know?
Mm.
But Patty Harrison or whatever.
Yeah.
But his wife, his last wife was a hero. What a great lady.
Mm.
To just do that instead of like
Yeah.
going, oh my god, it's a spider. What do I do? George, do something. She's just like fucking clobbering the guy.
Mm.
Beat that guy senseless with a fucking pan. What a hero she was.
Yeah.
I love George Harrison though. Not even his music, but I just like the way he could stand so close to those two assholes, John Lennon and fucking Paul McCartney, and still just keep his composure intact for his whole life. It's kind of cool.
Didn't turn into a redneck.
Well, no. I mean, he loved redneck stuff. I mean, his favorite guy was Carl Perkins. I mean, that's George Harrison's total style. Besides his guitar stuff, is Carl Perkins style. That guy's as redneck as you could possibly get. Except when he started perming his hair, then it was kind of foofy. I guess he liked it that way. Carl Perkins is hillbilly rock star.
Nothing wrong with hillbilly.
Hillbilly?
Depends on the people who listen to it.
Bavarians are hillbillies.
Big times.
Big time
times.
hillbillies. Bavaria is like the Texas of Germany. That's what we always say.
The Texas of Germany.
Yeah, you guys have the same kind of redneck attitude.
Yeah. But look at all those celebrations which take place every single fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything is with pride. Everybody, well, it's every country has their traditional clothing, of course, and it depends. But they're so freaking proud, and it just the dancing and everything and the music is pretty big here.
Every time the Bavarians start being dickheads, though, the Prussians have to pay for it.
Yeah.
See, I live in Prussia.
Yeah, and I'm a Prussian in disguise in Bavaria, probably.
People don't like the Prussian accent, though. They're like, you guys talk like you're on TV, German television talk, or something.
Yeah, but that's how I feel here. So when I talk to the other, well, I've been living here my whole life, and when I go in a store, and when they really talk a truly accent, like there is a dairy farm where you can buy your cheese locally, and everybody is talking such a thick accent. So there are even words for things, different words. And when I say, "Oh, those are pretty," what do you mean? Do you mean? And then they say the Bavarian word for it. So, okay, yes, I meant that. So I feel like a completely tourist in my own town.
You're like, don't give me that shit, man. Bayonade is Bayonade, even in Bavarian.
Yeah, that's cool, because
even
that's
in Low
universal.
German.
But take goats, for instance. Goats are called Ziegen in German.
Mm-hmm.
When in the news they would say Ziegen, but a Bavarian says it's actually funny. It's aguas.
Okay.
It's like
French.
It's taken from goat, or what's the French word for chèvre? I think le chèvre. I think, or it's a sheep.
Well, the Bavarians were in cahoots with Napoleon, so that's one reason to hate him for that.
Probably.
Besides the beer hall incident.
Mm.
There's lots of reasons. The fucking Adam Weishaupt. Fucking everybody up. I like Bavaria. What am I talking about?
I like it too.
I don't care how the cops behave.
No. Well, some here are nice, but some are just boring. I just can remember one time when I just had my driver's license and I was speeding way too fast.
Okay.
Or when I pretended to have a driver's license and drove with my
second.
older brother's car.
Okay.
No, I was just racing from the next village to mine, and it was like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I forgot to pee at the place I left. And so I was just racing, like going 120, 130 kilometers, and nobody was on the street. But of course, then just halfway, there's a little parking lot, and where people park during the day making hikes and all that. And then, boom, a car was following me, and it was the police. And I was like, ooh. And then it was just funny because they came out of nothing, and it was like, yeah, they don't have anything else to do. And of course, I didn't get a ticket because they were just parking there and thought I'm suspicious driving that fast. So they followed me home, and then I just said, well, sorry, I had to drive that fast because I had to pee. And then they ate that and gave me a little, oh, son, next time you're going to drive a little bit slower, and everything was groovy. But that's just a typical example here, just that the police gets bored and busts you without any reason. Or, well, I was too fast, but they couldn't prove it. They just saw a comet flying by, probably.
A little boy racer.
Yeah, so that was sort of funny. The same in Joshua Tree once, because the police car was on the side of the road and it had the flashing lights on, and I drove slowly.
In California, those police, a lot of them are fans of National Socialism.
He wasn't
Obviously.
really nice. He gave me mega shit, and I know that I have to stop. When the police car is in the middle of the street, I have to stop, but not on the side of the road.
The California police have a big history of being...
He said I should stop the next time, and I should read the traffic rules in the United States of America the next time when I'm in your country.
Wow. I guess we pissed somebody off because I was talking shit about California. Then all of a sudden, like, It's getting
I'm
really
back.
loud and crazy. We might have lost you over that one. You're there. Are you there?
I'm there. Yeah, I should be there. I can call back if I'm frozen.
No, you just have robot voice.
Cool.
Cool.
I turned into anonymous.
What, are we going to turn into anonymous right now and have anonymous conversation even though I'm not anonymous?
Yeah, we could, but I can't find
Okay, let's
my
do it.
anonymous map.
Let's do it then. Go ahead.
Hang on a second, I have to bring it.
Okay.
I have to call anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous, where are you? Anonymous, where are you?
Okay. You're going to put on a
Yeah.
hat too? Okay, here we go. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Everybody.
So,
Anton, I have to tell you, you are a good guy.
I have to tell you, you're a very good boy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Bless.
So we've got our Halloween costumes ready, don't we?
Yeah, we have.
Very good.
But I think yours is more authentic because mine is the Viva for Vendetta mask, and you have the original Guy Fawkes mask, probably.
Oh, you think so? Huh. Yeah. Something like that. I guess I
It's
just...
a good,
Yeah, I just have the Guy Fawkes one, huh?
yeah, but I couldn't find that.
Well, my wife's from the UK, so she got it for Halloween.
Yeah, I was looking actually in Birmingham in every Tesco to get a mask, but no way. I asked people, where do I get a Guy Fawkes mask, and they couldn't tell me where I can find one. So I ordered it from Germany.
Well, I'm just waiting until they make them illegal.
Yeah,
I'm really suspicious about any movement that uses those for a mask when the establishment's the one that put that out there. I mean, how much more establishment can you get than Steven Spielberg? I hate that little
yeah.
twerp. Maybe I don't hate him. That's a strong word. I guess he's contributed.
I don't hate him either. But
On the one hand, you know, he was involved with Star Wars and all that shit, I guess. On the other hand, he's like involved with fucking Tom Hanks Lost getting on the island. I mean, he's like boyfriends with Tom Hanks. That guy puts that guy in every movie. I can't think any of Saving Private Ryan or whatever. Seems like such propaganda to me. Everything. Who knows?
No,
I'm wondering.
It's just too much. It's too much where he has his fingers in.
If Steven Spielberg, I'm not that big of a fan of all that World War II shit, but I'm waiting for Hollywood to make a realistic movie about how the Russians single-handedly defeated 90% of the German army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I would believe Hollywood, but that's like, I don't know what the weird thing. I guess they get paid to make patriotic movies, and that's not very patriotic.
Yeah, it's always it's so odd when Hollywood makes movies about that. It's different what you really can see. It's way more. Well, yeah, when you see all the documentaries and read all that stuff, how Hollywoodized it is again. Some stuff is good, but some things are just too much enemy flavor.
I don't know what Hollywood you're talking about. There's not a lot of great stuff coming from Hollywood. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't think of anything.
That's what I'm not a fan, or that's why I really don't care about what's in the movies or what's been in the movies the last years.
The media is pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we hook up with some people and do some European cinema and that I get to do the soundtracks.
Yeah, but Yeah, look at all the European cinema. What's even not in on the little movies which are aired on little festivals, or you can just buy on DVD then, or they made it in the TV. But that stuff I would go in the cinema to watch it. And all the other like last 5 movies I've seen in the last 2 years, I didn't go much more in the movie theater. It was mostly, damn it, I paid like 10 euros. The popcorn was nice, thank you. The movie, fuck.
Do you think after the New World Order, the one world government comes, do you think the movies will be any better?
Well, I don't know.
And
I
if
don't
they're
know.
worse, who can they blame then? If they're in absolute
Yeah,
control, it's like, who the fuck are you gonna blame then?
yeah.
When anything's broken, who are you gonna blame then? If it's the one world government, have they thought about that yet? Or is it
No,
gonna
but
be like one of these Phil K. Dick novels where there's gonna be some rogue bad people and they're gonna go, oh, the plumbing's backed up. It's Al Qaeda
mm,
fighting back. The bridge collapsed. Oh, must be Al Qaeda.
yeah. It's just one bad guy in
The
every movie.
aliens. The aliens are coming. That's why we have to increase your taxes to fight the aliens.
Al Qaeda is back on air.
The polar
That's
bears
why
are drowning.
everybody has to drink Bionade now.
We need to burn all the history books. The polar bears are drowning. You can't know that the Vikings actually grew plants in Greenland and lived there 1,000 years ago. You're not supposed to know that,
Mm,
right?
yeah. The whales take over the world.
Like how the fuck did the fuck did the Vikings live in Greenland if there was no global warming then?
Mm,
I mean, think about it. How have they lived on Iceland for 1,000 years, non-stop?
yeah.
Duh.
Duh.
Why is it snowing in fucking New York right now?
Yeah.
Global warming. Because Al Gore. Because somebody's mad at Al Gore. Because the
Probably.
communists are trying to. They hate our Halloween.
No, it's snowing, so that everybody falls on the street because it's slippery.
Ha
Break their
ha.
masks.
Yeah. Fight back.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't care what people believe.
Everybody should believe in what he or she wants.
I hate Tipper Gore too. Hate's a strong word.
Hate is very bad.
But anytime anybody fucking mentions Al Gore, I can think of him supporting his wife as she tried to take away everybody's freedom of speech in America.
Mm.
And then I think of him saying, how much for a happy ending?
Yeah.
Because he, evidently, lots of people say that he visits her hotel and gets a massage, and then he says, can you massage under the towel or something? Like lots of people have said that over and over again.
Mm.
They all might be liars, though. Just like all those 10-year-old boys that said Michael Jackson touched them, but not his music.
Not me. Yes. I saw him.
I'm glad Michael's dead. You're just safe to be a kid again.
And there should be a group somewhere. Michael Jackson. I'm 10 years old, and Michael Jackson didn't take his hands on me or whatever. It'd be fun.
No, it wouldn't. Screw him. He's
Yep.
dead.
I never really listened to his music. They forced me at school to sing the song "Heal the World, Rule the World, Make It a Better Place." We had to sing that, so that was my Michael Jackson experience.
That sounds like some Jugend movement.
Yes,
Shit.
that was music class for
That's
Christmas or
horrible in
whatever.
Germany. That's horrible.
Monster horrible.
Wow. I feel bad for you.
And even a couple of layers, so bass, tenor, so soprano, alto.
So
It was a whole arrangement from my music teacher, I
Are we
think.
going to go back to listening to reggae music?
Yeah, reggae music is perfect.
Okay.
Really, it's great stuff.
All right.
Just random mixing.
Yeah, just stuff.
No, it's great. It's good mood, happy music.
All right. Well, thanks
All
for
right.
calling.
Thank you.
Anytime. I'm glad.
Me too.
When I talk to 10-year-old boys like you, I feel like I have faith in the future.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Fight back.
Fight back.
Tschüss.
Bye, Anton. Ciao.
Tschüssi, tschüssi, ciao, ciao.